Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always look for the timestamp. I got timestamps for the other read. Let me just name the other read, and we are going to jump right into this. Wow, almost 3 hours. Holy cow. Let me just go in and put on the timestamps real quick, and we're going to jump into this. I just don't want to forget to do this because right when I get off with you guys, I got to do things. Ended up being 3 reads, right? Oh, my fucking back is just rocking all of a sudden. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin. All the little birds on Jaybird Street like to the robin go tweet, 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 rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin. All right, that's situated. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right. All right. Same thing. This is going to be October 25th, which is until November 8th, just kind of reading different energies. Let's do one of these and then the animals. I don't think I want to combine it. So let me put the timer on just in case. I feel like it's going to be brief, but you know me, when I feel like something's going to be brief, it takes fucking 3 hours. So posture, something about posture or stretching. Again, something about posture and stretching. October 25th to November 7th. 2 of Wands reversed. There could be some energy holding back. We have the King of Cups. Emotional situation, Ace of Swords, newfound clarity. So somebody's seeing something, but still holding back. Perfect partnership. There's a relationship. 2 of Cups. Relationship coming in. 3 of Coins, building a foundation. This is beautiful, but there's an end with a star, bright opportunity. Holy cow. With the 7 of Wands, we got a little lack of courage here. Somebody is holding back right now. I don't know if it's temporary, if it's Four of Wands, grateful to be together. Um, this this looks great. There looks like there's some clarity coming in. There looks like there's some hopeful communication. There's definitely some stress. The Seven of Wands reverse is usually letting your guard down, but at the same time, not in this situation. This is like a little lack of courage on how something's gonna go. But you can see that the energy is gonna shift. Um, right now though, this energy is holding back. This is somebody who really loves you, or they're trying to make a final decision. There is like a proposal here. There's something, I don't know if it's a proposal that you guys get together. I don't know if this is an engagement, if this is a new contract. This could be destined. It's one of those situations. It is a new opportunity with the star being here. There is some type of clarity. I think that's how someone is seeing something in regards to the two of you. It could be on your end, it could be on their end. It does look like you're going to be building a foundation with somebody with the Three of Coins here. I think there is some insecurity here. I don't think it's anything you need to really worry about right now. If it's on your end, hang in there. Something's going to push you through. Vice versa, same thing. If it's on their end, they need to hang in there, because this is something that's, that they need to work through. With the Tower, this is a painful transition, and they're just kind of resting. I do feel like the way they're just kind of sitting though, yeah, see Ace of Cups and Temperance. This is trying to like find some type of a balance. So before something comes in, this energy is kind of sitting with something, but I don't feel like it's like the best thing. Yeah, see, like a useless delay. It is. It's just. I don't want to say like I don't want to put timelines on things, obviously, guys. But with the Four of Swords here, it is kind of just kind of like I wouldn't say self pity, but it's this isn't like beneficial. Let's sit around, because this is lack of courage, right? So it's fear. This is somebody allowing fear to get the best of them right now. They could fear emotions. This is definitely a painful transition, though. Like this is a lot. But they know it is fearful. But this is somebody that's got a lot of love for you. It seems to be mutual. This could be someone you meet on a business trip, on a business meeting, a dinner. Could be a waiter, could be a host, could be somebody hosting a party. And this is the next few weeks. So you could exchange numbers with somebody if this is somebody new, and it's kind of like, hey, they haven't hit me back yet. Or, then like I exchanged numbers, but I haven't heard from them. Like, did I get, you could be saying to your friends, like, did I get the number right? Or blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? It looks like there's something here, like there's a tiny little pause. But this is somebody it's like it's a useless delay, so it's like they're just draining themselves by doing this. But hey, what do you want me to say? I don't think this, if anything, this would be you. This would be like a guy approaching you, or if you're a guy, and it'd be a woman approaching you, depending on a situation, if you're my spiritual men. But they are going through a transition in their life, and it's tough. Change is tough. But this looks so positive. It is somebody who's emotionally ready. It's scary. It's like they need to be patient and you be patient. The patience with the temperance here is more about the balance. What this energy is doing here though is only like it's almost like delaying the inevitable or so. I don't know if they're kind of like I don't see the past interfering because it's so refreshing here, but this is somebody who lost a little courage to come forward. But this is also a big energy shift that's coming in the next couple weeks. So this clearly hasn't hit yet. It's definitely going to come in. So I hope they're not just dwindling in pain, though, like thinking of like the worst case scenario, because this is kind of useless. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who's a perfectionist, somebody who's trying to perfect something before they talk to you or come at you. I hate to say it like it's useless like that, but it is. There's no need. There's no need. So again, I don't know if you're dealing with a perfectionist and somebody who's like really trying to like make sure something is like fine wine and it's done properly, the fucking house is clean, it's the right type of restaurant. Like there might be some fucking OCD here that's just not necessary, but it is what it is. If someone's got OCD, it's just spirit is kind of saying this is a useless delay. Like that courage just isn't. I don't know if this energy is sitting here thinking, "Oh, do I have the courage to reach out? Do I have this?" Like, there's somebody who wants to say something and reach out, but is like lacking a little confidence here. So it's like back and forth. Whenever they seem ready, it's like, "Oh wait, shit, there's a smudge in the mirror." You know what I mean? So there's definitely some fucking OCD here. But hopefully um you or them can pick themselves up. What's the possible outcome here? Because I mean, this is energy that's coming in. Um Stagnant routine. Hold on, possible outcome. So walking away from something, walking towards something, healing or loss. Nah, see, this energy is saying stagnant right now. Five of Corn reverse. It's kind of self-pity. This is somebody who, unfortunately, this is a hard misfortune. I don't know if there's a money loss here. There's definitely some loss of money. There's a hard loss. This is some healing. Like I said, it's a painful transition. But right now, it's like wandering around, very stagnant. But this energy is going to shift. Someone took a hard hit here, and it could be in regards to money. I'm looking at the buildings, which makes me think of like the city or like, so, some people are like, oh, it's the economy, this and that. No, this feels more like a spiritual takeaway with the lineup. Like, meaning like business gets slower and people are, oh, it's just the economy. No, it's something regarding your business and how it's karmic until this energy realizes something. I think they have realized it, but this is like energy until you realize like what's if you think that's what's most important to you, this and that, like we're slowly going to take this away. We're going to make sure different aspects of your life dwindle as well. There could be something with stocks here with the tower and city life stock exchange. Could have took a hard hit there, but that's not the economy there. You want to blame it on it, you can, but it's not. It's way more than that. And I think Spirit's making sure this person realizes that, like, this huge hard loss, this hit, is emotionally, financially, and they're going to sit in this until they realize that this was a universal hit. This had nothing to do with economy. That was a strong message because somebody still wants to blame something on the economy. And it has nothing to do with the economy. And in some cases, it might be the economy, but that's also telling me you had plenty of time ahead of time to switch something up and you didn't. So it still comes down to universal, because Spirit's not going to show you and give you blind messages and blind signs. This is something you should have already left. You would have already have seen the signs. Get what I'm saying? So this energy still has to sit in this temporarily until they can build themselves up and stop and walk away from the fucking problem. Walk away from the fear. Let the fear go. Start something new. This could be somebody considering to enter the stock market more consistently, and it's scary. But if that's what you feel and all else is failing, maybe you should do that. I don't know. But until this energy walks away from, like, poor me, they're going to sit in this. But something up here is lining up beautifully. So this could be a hard hit for somebody else and not necessarily you. But I feel like it has to do with you because this is like lack of courage. This is somebody who wants to come towards you, hoping that you still feel the same way, hoping that you guys can build a future, hoping, regarding certain things. So there is going to be an epiphany. It's just when this energy pulls themselves out of their own lack, because they're putting themselves here. It's kind of like victim, poor me. This is somebody that is very kosher, staying stagnant, doing the same thing over and over again. It makes them feel safe. It makes them feel secure. Spirit's like, come on, we have fucking enough of this shit. Yeah, we know it's a painful transition, but I mean, come on. There's a brighter future out there. So Spirit's going to let this energy sit in this until they figure that out. There's definitely part of it. There's definitely a lesson here. So this energy is holding back because of this. This newfound clarity, recovering from heartache, Three of Swords reverse, so that's good. And then the Lovers, making the right type of choice. So somebody is definitely seeing something. So hard misfortune here. Yeah, somebody's taken a huge financial hit because of the choices they made. Someone's definitely going to take a huge financial hit. So maybe it makes this person feel like they can't provide for you, or weak, or, but this is, like I said, this is something Spirit, they need to figure this out. Until it clicks. Like, this is not how you live. This person's going to keep taking some hard hits. There's a recovery here, though. if somebody does the right thing and takes themselves out of this like misfortune, there's a recovery. So I don't know if that's like a win, if that's like, it's definitely a recovery. Yeah, but see, this is an empty reward right now, and upright, it would be a reward. So until they sacrifice something, it's going to feel empty. I knew there was some type of hit, like a positive hit. So this energy, guys, has to sit here. This is somebody just being arrogant. It's somebody that's wasting fucking time. It's poor me. Like it's ugh. But there's a nice recovery here if this person pushes through. So this is someone you know or someone you're going to meet with the Chariot. Something's going to move forward here. But it's when this energy has that willpower. So it's clear Spirit wants you to know. Soothing Creatious with the Empress reverse, disconnected goals. Yeah, somebody can't come in. When this energy flips, it's going to be amazing. So if you're having like some ups and downs with somebody, you're going to push through. This is not something you can really help them with. This is something that they have to learn, figure out, and they need to step out of this energy themselves. This, like, they feel like they're not good enough, they're lacking this, but that's on them. They're taking everything that happened to them in the past, thinking it can happen again or it will happen again. This one did this to me. Like, this is problem solving 101 that only somebody solo can get themselves out of. And when they do, their fate shifts, and it's beautiful. I don't know if but this is something that's only going to stick around for a little while. This is, it's until they sacrifice and walk away from the energy that they're choosing to sit in. They're choosing to sit in this. At one point, this was way more comfortable to sit in this. Until they realize all the hits that they're taking, these are multiple hits, multiple aspects. And there's somebody smothering them right now, too, that's keeping them from their goals, which is a little frustrating. But again, so it's like different aspects of their life. But I love that once you take yourself out of this energy and you make the right sacrifices for you, the turnaround is phenomenal. Now, the reason why this energy is holding off or holding back, or you or them, it's in regards to all this unconventional thinking. Holy shit. See, this is like showing somebody you can kind of have it all, but you're only holding yourself back. You're allowing, could be the Empress reverse here is like another feminine energy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like stopping you from moving forward. You're not seeing it. You're very disconnected from your goals because there's got to be clearly a very toxic energy here. This is self-loathing, again, hard hit, but somebody's blaming this on like the economy. Like, this is somebody not taking accountability. Like, do you see what I'm getting? If it's not the economy, they're blaming somebody else. It doesn't work that way. Until the universe and they realize that, oh, all of a sudden, all this misfortune's going to happen. This is going to go south. That's going to go south. That's going to go south. Yeah, it's karmic. Spirit is going to make sure almost every aspect of your life is wrecked, a little wrecked. You could have had it all. You chose this path. You chose to be stubborn. You chose to be arrogant. You chose money. You chose the wrong person. You thought the grass was greener. Like, this is like, bam. This is a very painful transition that this person has to take themselves out of. And it's hard right now because there's an energy here that I'll take care of you. The Sun reverse. dampen joy. This energy is bringing this other energy down, but I'll take care of you. All right. So this energy needs to soul search. So see what I'm saying? Soul searching journey. We're going to take away some money. We're going to take away some love. We're going to take away. This is a heavy fucking hit. Heavy. But with the building foundation, if you take yourself out of it, look, that's positive. Page of Wands, rapid fire planning. So this is something but this is somebody that's been procrastinating. So some of these, but right now, useless delay. So again, there's a very wasteful attachment here. So it could be towards somebody else. It's fucking draining. You've already missed opportunities, unexpected setbacks because of your own attitude. You're fucking exhausted. This is self-sabotage. You're making empty fucking promises. We can take this off the board. Okay. So this is just one of those reads where, you know, it's a universal takeout until you realize, you know, there's more powerful people in this universe that have control over certain situations. This is somebody that's in the matrix all damn day, and until spirit realizes, or their guides realize, make them realize, or they acknowledge guides, they acknowledge higher power, you know, then that's what they're gonna sit in. So I don't even think that's like a message for you guys. I don't know if that's like something that's being transmitted and they have to sit in that. That's been karma that's playing out. That's been playing out for the last couple months. That karma right there has been playing out. So there can be an amazing shift. But that's if the energy realizes, you know, there's people around them that's no good, especially the feminine energy, holding them back, disconnecting from their own goals, keeping, you know, pretending to take care of them. Oh, I had a little extra of this, I'll bring it over. Or, you know, it's just, ugh. Enough said. Enough fucking said there. So that's a universal takeout until that energy can pick themselves up. That's just the way it is. Until they start seeing things, then that's where they're gonna sit. It's very unfortunate. What I do like about that though is that spirit's hitting them hard. And I know that sounds cruel, but it's not. That energy needed that dose of cruelty because they've dished out that type of cruelty plenty, or took advantage of certain situations, and so they're getting a big dose of karma there, and it's a fucking hard hit, but that's the type of hit that some people need when they think they're on fucking cloud nine. Like, no, you don't own that fucking throne, you know, like, it's not like that. You may think you own it, but guess what? The universe is going to take it from right underneath their ass, you know? Because that type of attitude and persona and projection, that person has no future. You're not going to get anywhere with that type of fucking attitude and allowing this and that and thinking it's okay and it's not the way. Like, there needs to be a spiritual awakening there. I did not see a spiritual awakening in those cards. So if this is a sudden turnaround and things turn around for the better, that's because there's already been an awakening, and this is all the stuff that was going down. And that was for you guys to know that all that went down, like karma was served, time was due. I don't know what type of message, you know, but like, if it comes in, it is something that can be smooth. Others of you, this energy is still very much in this energy, and I don't know what the outcome would be there, because I didn't necessarily see a turnaround, but that could be because it's not meant to turn around. So this could also be everything that went down in the past, and this is what's, everything that came out first is what's next and how things are going to play out. And that's everything that came out, like clarifiers, like this is kind of like what you went through, this is the past, this is the situation. I don't think it's one of those situations where it's like spirit just wants you to know like karma was due, but it's one of those situations, or karma was dealt, where they did want you to know that this energy had to experience that type of stuff, or did experience that type of stuff in the midst of some type of separation. I mean, I can deliver that message in so many different ways. So I think we're just going to leave it at that. Okay. Or again, what the fuck? They just said they were going to leave it at that. Or again, like this could be somebody new you're meeting at a fucking party or a dinner party, and I'm going to dinner Saturday. How do I know that's not my scenario? But hey, Courtney, the person you're about to meet just went through a very painful transition. So we're giving you a little bit of a heads up. Don't ask me fucking why. Or again, that could be somebody coming back your way, and again, spirit's giving you a heads up, like, hey, this is what this person just went through. I don't know why would be getting that type of message. Again, it can be like, hey, karma was dealt, so that feels very mysterious. But for some of you, it feels like new energy. But it could be somebody from your past coming at you with new energy. That was a very oblique fucking reading. And it's almost like I want to read on it more, but Spirit's like, no, that's it. Like, that's it. That's the reading. So, geez. That's the way it is. Thank you. Some of you, that could be meeting somebody in a cafeteria or a restaurant. That King of Cups, it seems familiar. Like it's like somewhere you go locally. Oh my God, it doesn't want me to read into it anymore, but it keeps fucking giving me messages. I feel like that King of Cups is saying this is, I just happen to be doing the whole dinner thing this weekend, but like meaning like, for a prime example, but it feels very like every day. Like when I work in the hospital, it's a cafeteria. You know what I mean? Or like if you're at work, or if it's like where you get your local coffee, or at the grocery store, or this is like a wine distributor, or someone who distributes liquor. It seems like it's just somebody that you can just casually bump into. Is like one of the places where you typically go. And if it's not somewhere you typically go, say you're stopping at the liquor store to grab something for dinner, you're grabbing some wine, like, so it's somebody you're going to meet or bump into. So I feel like there's like maybe some fate there, something's fated there in the next couple weeks. Can we fucking stop this other read yet, or what? Holy moly. Is there anything else? Maybe what the fuck? Maybe it's a prime example where, somebody's holding back because that's what they're going through, but that's what they needed to go through. And somebody else might swoop in, and it's meant for somebody else to swoop in, because that's strong energy. That energy is coming towards you. And when it does, it's either somebody brand new or somebody that but is coming back new because they experienced that. Or that was your experience and this is somebody new. That's going to happen, whether that's a given. Coffee shop, like, I don't know what it is. Tea, like the fucking pharmacy, fucking gas station. So here comes the newness. Here comes something new, guys. That's a given. So again, you could have just went through all that and somebody is just not pulling through. So spirit's sending in somebody else, or it was meant for that person not to, push through, and you learned your lesson, and it's their lesson on their end, something that I live with for the rest of their life for not making certain decisions, right? And losing you. And that could be your new future husband or wife, all I fucking know. I feel like that one gentleman, that King of Cups, sums up like the last 6 months to a year reading of all the possible scenarios. So it's coming. It's time for a new cycle. Out with the old, in with the new. And even if it is an old energy, it's still going to be a new energy, okay? So, are we ready now? Holy moly. Great balls of fire. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. So we have the horse, we have freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited resources and stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and you accomplish your dreams. We have polar bear, it's the mystic energy. Know that challenges make you stronger. You have the faith when faced with adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities and carry the shaman within. You have the orca whale, which speaks about adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing a wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. And then you have squirrel, always being prepared. You are an expert at hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing for everybody. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan of the future, and life will give you what you need. It's almost confirmation. It's very beautiful. It's a new sense of just feeling like free and happy. And you can be with somebody and still feel free. It's a beautiful connection. You should never feel tied to anybody. If anyone fears like their independence being taken away, that's, due to people that you were once with. And it's the experience you had to experience in this lifetime, because that's not what a real relationship feels like. A real relationship feels like freedom. You can be yourself. You can be authentic. You build each other up. It's, you allow change. You go after your dreams, your goals. It's absolutely beautiful. So I hope everybody gets to experience that type of relationship, because they do exist. Okay. So you are in for a new adventure right now. And it talks about hardship. It talks about a lot of stuff and how you face adversity, and, keeping the faith when you need to, and embracing what needs to be embraced, especially your own mystic, beliefs. They're proud of you there. So these are just kind of like uplifting messages from your guides. Okay. That makes sense why that read kept going. All right. So, you work hard, you play hard. You've gone through a lot. You really are a blessing to them, to other people. You know, don't let the matrix, life's distractions, again, don't let the matrix get the best of you. Don't let it take you off course. Make a plan, go after it. You will have all that you need. This is like reassurance for everybody in regards to starting something new. Be free. You're going to feel free. It's beautiful. It's outside your box. It's kind of outside your norm. It's a beautiful, beautiful messages. I have an angel deck. I don't know where it is. It's yellow. I felt the need to use it earlier too. Here it is. Here it is. I also pulled out my shaman deck. Let's see real quick. This is more of like a spiritual thing here with that shaman energy that you carry. It's like they're proud of you. Whether you've explored this yet or not, it's something maybe you wouldn't explore that you're going to explore. I haven't used this deck 3 years, 4 years. I actually came across the book when I was cleaning out storage, and I hope I brought it home. It's the corn. I don't know what that means. I was hoping it'd be a message that I could kind of mesh with. Wow, activating my hands. It could represent harvest. You're going to harvest the thoughts, the ideas. There's something with harvest here. There's something around Halloween. That's not the first time that message has come in. I think these are your shaman ancestors that's going to deliver you a message, or you're going to see something, a thought. You could go in a new direction. Because I thought Children of the Corn is kind of creepy, Halloweenish. It's definitely harvest, like fall. It's definitely screaming harvest. I'm not positive, but from my intuition, it's screaming harvest. But there's something with Halloween. It's like a embrace your psychic ability. I don't know if you're going to see something. I did bring home one particular box. Let me just peek. It could be right here. Aha, I did. I did. And I actually remember my old little Zodiac book that was in storage too. But I did bring it home. I did. All right. I want to say this is the deck. We're about to find out. Yep. We're about to find out. The corn. Very exciting. Ooh, there's something sticky on that. The corn represents the mother of substance, a tangible abundance. This symbol represents maternal and material prosperity from the world that provides stability and substance of many. There is more than enough. Yeah, so this is harvest, and it's actually talking about material prosperity. Okay, so this might kick in around Halloween. Again, I don't know if it's a win. I don't know what this is, but it's powerful. You planted a beautiful field of dreams and have worked very hard. Even in the moments where you're losing faith, you continue. The spirit of the corn comes to honor and show you the bounties of this harvest. This is time to reap the rewards for your hard work and trust. Whoever those rewards are, some are definitely financial. And it's a kind of prosperity measured with quantity rather than quality rather than quantity. You are so blessed when this symbol appears. Don't forget to share your good fortune. Beware of the shortcuts in your dreams and fast tracks being offered to you now. Be especially mindful of your feelings and your entitlement, your expectations. This is time for gratitude. Be prepared to work towards your goals and plant the seeds with the intentions consciously and respectfully. Release any insecurities and thoughts, feeling that you are not enough, or worry that somebody else has to take care of you, or vice versa. Know that the universe will always provide, but you must be in a relationship with the universe in order to receive it. You will reap what you sow. Take heart. Even if you didn't plant well, or you think you didn't plant well, and you haven't conjured up the illusion of a drought, there's always a new season to begin again. So again, some will make it, some will not, or this is saying somebody won't make it on your journey, but you are, and they have another chance next season. But before I even read this message, I already knew that this was the message. You are. This is happening. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the mother of substance and tangible abundance. This symbolizes the material property in the world of the form that provides stability and substance to many. More than enough. You planted these beautiful dreams of field. You have worked hard, even in the moments where you lost faith and you continued. Now the spirit of the corn comes to honor you and show you a very bountiful harvest. This is the time to reap the rewards for your hard work and trust. Whether those rewards are financial or a kind of prosperity measured with quality instead of quantity, you are blessed when the symbol appears. Don't forget to share the good fortune. So you got something pretty beautiful and powerful coming towards you. Okay, strong message from your guides. Again, it is just your strength, whatever's gotten you down. Pick yourself up. Know how to work hard, play hard. They know what you've been through. Don't let that matrix once again to take you off course. You're making plans for the future, or you're about to. And they will provide. And they are. If this has to do because you stuck with your own beliefs, your abilities, you embraced the shaman within you, you embraced who you were. You were faced in difficulties to make decisions, whether or not at the time you realized it. You know, people shit on you for being spiritual, or, you know, if you guys tarot readers, or they just, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the matrix throws at you, you faced it. So you're still going to work hard and play hard, but you do need to rest and dream and renew your strength, okay? They love that you dare to do things differently. They love who you are. What beautiful messages. You guys deserve this. career transition. Your life I keep want to say person, so I don't know what this is, but your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So some of you, like I said, it might be random out of the blue, a new job. There's something with like somebody working at an animal shelter. It's one of those things where you can sit on a bench and somebody comes up to you. I've discussed this with you plenty of times where somebody comes in and it's like, oh, I needed help at this place, like I can give you my number, and it completely fucking transforms your life and you got victory. Your prayers have been answered and heard. Have faith. So I don't know if some of you are just kind of getting in the energy where it's like, do I not deserve it? Did I miss another opportunity? I told you guys October was going to be a tough freaking month, and it is a 10 too. And continue to push through it. You might not be at the end of it, of a end of a situation right now, but you're real close. This could be like, you're just not happy at your job and that's it. You're going to take a new one. Or you're offered, or this is a change you're making. I mean, I'm making a kind of a change like this too. It's this message makes me nervous just as much as it could make you nervous. Because it's like once I have one idea, it's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to another. And for me personally, it feels like crunch time and it's stressing me out. Because I wanted to, send it off with the new moon, and I still intend to, but like another idea turns into another idea, and it's stressing me out. So I kind of know where everybody's at. So it doesn't have to be like an exact career change like me. You get what I'm saying, guys? It's like literally you can work at a shelter, or like this I don't want this job anymore, this and that, or you're going to be blessed in a different way and you get to do other things. Don't forget to share. More than give to charity, like do your work. Like I'm not worried about it, spirit's not worried about it, but this is a strong message for my spirituals, and this is also telling me I don't think you're losing faith, but this is also telling me in the last week it's been really fucking tough, like really tough, like struggle bus tough. Like, did you take that 2 hours and go near the water? I didn't. I keep forgetting. So that was a reminder. I do feel like there's absolutely a pent up cry that you're not even aware of. It's just, you've just been going and going. You know what I mean? But I know what this energy is. I've been here a few times, and I've missed those opportunities that it talked about because I didn't plan right, or I hadn't learned a lesson. And that's a tough pill to swallow. And life does work like that. And it does suck and it does hurt. But I've done that, and I've been here, and I've picked myself up again. That's life. This is a strong message that this is happening, and you already planted the right seeds, and there's rewards, and you're about to start something. And so you plant new seeds, right? Something grows. It doesn't grow to its maximum and you just keep cutting it back and you live life that way. No, you keep fucking planting. This is huge. This is going to happen for a lot of you guys because you pushed through ascension and certain stuff. You did what's best for you. We're always learning, but this is a big deal. This is a big deal. It's a very powerful read. So this is a big part of ascension. Your life purpose is triggered in blessed career change. So if it's not a career change, it's just a big change. The ascension has triggered it. The time has come. Isn't there something in a movie that sounds kind of creepy? The time has come. But the time has come. It's time to receive. And you are going to see some type of something I want to say before November 10th. There's something around Halloween. Now, the thing that I'm picking up here, it might be a drastic shift. And again, that scares me too, but go with it. Prime example, I hate to bring myself into this, but I know how to relate to you guys. Like with my channel, it's like the new one, I know what I'm going to do in certain stuff, but there's so much involved, and it's like one step at a time. And I could make this a huge thing all at once, but Spirit wants me to start very small. I have to incorporate a lot of things in the last year where I thought I was going crazy because I bounced to this and I bounced to that and I bounced to this. And I needed all of that for where I go next. And I have to start small. It could blow up quick or it could take time. But I got to remember to like humble myself and don't get ahead of myself, one thing at a time. But I also feel like it can be a drastic change, and that scares the shit out of me because it's like, all right, I'm getting prepared to do this. And then, I might start the channel and 2 weeks later, it might go to something completely different, but it's still based upon my method I'm going to teach. And it took me a while to figure that out. So that's a really good example for you guys in case you're in a situation like that where you're just like, I don't know. Like, look when I started AI, and then it's like I went in another direction. I could have stuck with it, but I went in a different direction. Or the other channel before that with prophecy. I'm good with all that. But it's time to incorporate all of that. That's what this is saying. Everything that you've been through, possibly some of you years, this is a big transition. And this is because of ascension. And it's to help you and boost you because they need you. Because the universe needs you. It's not about you. It is about you, but it's not about you. Does that make sense? Creative writing. Time for you to write your thoughts down in a journal. Maybe you'll become a famous author. You'll write a book. You'll write music. You'll take your pain and you'll create something. Right? So that's what I'm saying. It's we don't know, but this is from the transition, and it's going for this is a transition, but because of the ascension, and this is before we even knew about the ascension, and we still pushed through. Some of us went back to our beliefs in the midst of a transition when most people would be like running the opposite way. I'm with you in the time of need, helping your heart to heal. You've definitely had a hard fucking week. Weeks possibly. But the last week there's definitely been doubt, confusion, hesitation, pain. So I'm proud of you. They're proud of you. Beautiful. Some of you might get a reward for your essay. That might even send you to a new college, or somebody might offer you a job at a college. So this is just stuff that's coming in. Like this type of stuff takes time. It might be an idea that you start. Don't hesitate. Don't stop. Definitely start it. Something changes, let it change. They're not going to change it too drastically, though. They might. I just feel like they won't too much because I already experienced that. So if I'm sharing my experiences with you, then you've probably experienced this yourself. How many times do you tell yourself you're going to quit and get a new job? Simple as that. And I know it seems like, oh, not the best reason. Everybody says that. Well, yeah. And now this is your time to be like, all right, I'm going to fucking do it. Did I make the right decision a year ago? Like in general, not me. Like this is just a thought. Did I make a right decision a year ago when I switched jobs and I took the pay cut? This is for somebody out there. because you've been struggling for the last year. Did I make the right decision? Yep, you did. And you did a lot of growing within that year, and now there's going to be a reward. It's that type of energy. Quit your job 3 months ago. And now you're like, fuck, I'm struggling. You did the right thing because something within the last 3 months, they put you in a situation and you got yourself out of it the right way. This is hard. I've been here. I've missed these opportunities. I didn't plant seeds right. And that's hard. That is fucking hard. I could cry. I remember being there, man. It fucking sucks. Some of you might have waited 8 years for this, 10 years for this. There's been a big in between here. Some of you 10 years. For me, I'd feel like it'd be like maybe in the last 3 years. There's definitely stuff that I've walked away from when I knew I could have, or this is like you buy that book, but you never open it and you own the book for fucking 2 years, 7 years. And it's that epiphany where you're like, oh my God, it was right in front of me the whole time. I did it myself. Yep. And it's okay. But it's important to recognize that so you don't make that mistake again. Oh man, I thought about doing that 4 years ago. Now it's back. Yep. I know that's what that's speaking of. I wouldn't have shared that if you guys hadn't experienced that already. And you'd feel it. You'd know you missed it, or you shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But everything happens the way it is. You weren't ready. But it almost gives you a little boost of energy knowing that now you're prepared. And it's something, this reminds me of, I've heard people say, like, you can't have prosperity or money or certain things come into your life until you're ready. Or it's the way you manifested it. They know it wouldn't get utilized the right way, or you just had to reach a certain point of maturity in your life to utilize it the right way, or you had to reach a certain point of your life so you were mature enough to be able to handle it and make the responsible decisions. And I know I've heard people say that before, and I'm always like, oh, it's kind of like heartbreaking. Like, oh man, I held myself back. Yep, I got to accept that too. I've absolutely held myself back in situations. This is not a situation where it looks like you're going to hold yourself back. This is like they know this is happening. I already felt all that before that even came out. So this is beautiful. You might not see anything until maybe like November, early December. Some of you, it's definitely something with Halloween, right around Halloween. That's when like all the scary movies come out. Michael Myers. I think the girls are going to see that later. It's like right around there. But something might not kick off until like November, early December. But you would already know what this is. So you might just not put things into motions or switch jobs over. It's definitely before the new year. It's definitely before 2023. It's like little things. Remember the year I can't believe how much money I banked on fucking YouTube, and it's like I don't even know where the money went. I never really knew much about responsibility and banking and all that. I always had somebody else doing it. It was a harsh lesson I had to learn on my end. So I feel like you guys experienced things like that. Like they gave you a taste of something, and there was like sacrifices, certain things I had to do on my end or didn't end up right. That's like people who build their business the whole life, but you neglect your family. There's always a loss at the end of a build. You know what I mean? If it's not done right. And then if it remains, it could be taken if it's still not making the right decisions. Like I can go so many different ways with that message, but It reminds me of something like that because if I would have continued to bank and bank and bank like that 4 years ago, I wouldn't be here. I probably wouldn't be creating what I was about to create if I had all that money in the bank. I'd like to say that I would have, but it doesn't always work that way. I had to go through my ups and downs and take a break from YouTube and all that. I mean, it would have failed regardless because if I just would have kept reading the same energy over and over, I eventually would have it would have exploded on me eventually anyway. It's not like I went bankrupt and it ruined my life and this and that, but it's just a prime little example where I look back and it's like, wow, I can't believe I banked that much money that one particular year. And it didn't stay with me like that because it was like in one pocket out the other, and it's just I wasn't responsible with it. It didn't hold me up, but a lot of shit happened. They sold the condo, I had to move. I had made so much money. If I had just kept that money, I wouldn't have been like been put in that situation. And I wanted to stay in that town so bad because of the kids, and they didn't have anything available. And I had money in the bank to move, but I still ended up coming to my mother's because there wasn't an apartment or a condo available. Does that all make sense? But if I had saved more than enough money, I could have put a huge down payment on a house. But here's the thing, I probably wouldn't have bought a house in that town anyway. Everything was meant to happen the way it does happen. That's the whole point of this story. Maybe they didn't want me in that town. Maybe that's another reason to do with why I wasn't responsible with the income. I got no shame in sharing this shit with you. This is life, guys. Right? I've done a lot of growing. It's different now. That's what it means by like you've missed opportunities and certain stuff, but they were also meant to be missed, but you're meant to acknowledge them and know them, because if they're not acknowledged and you don't realize it, then the seeds aren't going to grow right. Get what I'm saying? Maybe they just didn't want me in that damn town because I had the money to at least get in a new place. And that didn't happen. Well, again, maybe they didn't want me buying a house in that town because I wouldn't be happy. And now I look at it 4 years later and I wouldn't be happy in that friggin' town. See how crazy shit changes? So it's like spirit really does have your back in times when you feel like they don't. So I know what this is saying. Been there, done that more than once. Where you feel like no one's got you and you're doing it yourself. And why do I got to keep experiencing this? They got you. Because that's life. And, it's life. But you're definitely going to be okay. And it might not even be in the form of money. It's something else. And that's just as important. Can inherit a house or the town leaves you something and it's so out of the blue and it comes out of nowhere, but it gets you by for the rest of your life and you're going to be really happy and you can do what you want and you don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different ways to look at this. It's just, they're going to make it real clear that they're with you. It really is going to feel like a blessing from the universe. It's like one of those things, you win the lottery, the universe had something behind it. It's not like, oh my God, I'm so lucky I won the lottery. No. You'd know it was a gift. Like, if you're that in tune with the universe, I got goosebumps, you would know it's a gift. It wouldn't be taken advantage of. It wouldn't, this is like, if money really comes in, is it going to take you off your path? If money kept coming in for me like that 4 years ago, it probably would have took me off my path. I've matured a lot in the last few years too. I've had to experience certain things in the last few years too. I had to put myself back into my belief and recreate, even though it feels like I didn't recreate, but I had to reprogram and reset my brain to come back onto YouTube. And I know you guys are relating to me. So that's what this is. Beautiful messages. I'm glad I came across that and never tossed it. And I'm glad I went down for these cards to grab those cards. I've been thinking about those cards for a little while now. So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. I got things to do, and then I got Mia's birthday dinner. I gotta go to the meat market. I gotta cook. Although my dad made the potatoes, so that was amazing. Mia's funny when it comes to birthday dinners. I want that from Grandpa. I want that from Grandma. I want you to cook that. Like, she's smart. She'll take the best of everything she loves and has each person make a certain stuff. So she has like the best of everybody and everything from everyone. She's a smart little cookie. She's calling me right now. I love you guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Hi. Love you guys. Oh, I don't know if you'll get it in time. You guys are very welcome. Have a